Stuff.
Yes, we are pressing the live button. We have pressed the live button. You know what
I tell
happens
you
once
what,
you press the live button? It means you're live.
you live.
There we go. Let me see. Let's press this. Man, paste, damn it. Man, sometimes when you go to press the paste button of something from your iPhone into like
It don't work.
from your computer to your iPhone, yeah, sometimes it don't work, and
Yeah.
sometimes it takes like forever to paste something that's really small, and then there's other times where I'm pasting like a photo and it just, and I'm like, bro, make up your mind. Like it blows my mind. First of all, the technology is banging. We shouldn't complain. Technology is banging because back in the day, the hoops you would jump through to email yourself something in your Gmail account, and then you had the fake Gmail account that you just use to email things back and forth.
Yeah.
And it was like such a headache. So now continuity works, but then when it doesn't, it's so frustrating. Ah!
Well, it's like thinking about like the technology stuff that we take for granted,
Oh
right?
yeah,
And then it's like
100.
it's so good, it's so easy until it's not, and then you're like, oh man,
Oh yeah,
I actually
because
use
straight
that a
you had a
lot.
tree fall down on your inner hibs.
Yes. Oh, it just like snapped the whole cable from the whatever the pole to the house. And then people were like, "Well, maybe your Wi-Fi will come back soon." I was like, "No, you'll understand. It's broken and broken. It's not. We don't have signal. It's broken."
Yo, the way that people throw around the terminology Wi-Fi without having any full understanding of what that does, it kind of
So
cracks
I was
me
like,
up.
technically, I have Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
There's no
Wi-Fi works.
internet.
Your router in the house will work, but you need the connection that comes
Yeah.
from Spectrum or whoever into your box,
Mhm.
right? Like that the modem has to get into your house. The Wi-Fi will be perfectly fine. You can talk in between. You can send a little airdrop message to Will, back and forth. That's
Yeah.
about it.
And yeah, and it was like trying to airdrop or just like screen share, like the TV's just not advanced enough. So because there was not internet, it wouldn't connect. So I couldn't do
Yeah.
like a screencast. And I was like, dang.
Oh yeah,
I
when you're
tried
talking
everything
about
though. I
it,
got
I
there.
was like, "It's casting, Lou. It's casting," and you're like, "Well,
It's there.
so if you have an Apple TV physical box, right, which I highly
Right.
recommend, like I went through all of them. I went through Roku, went through the Android boxes. Android boxes were cool because if you knew what you were doing, you could set yourself up to watch whatever because you could do some little trickery, whatever. But when it comes to just set top boxes, even though it's old and hasn't really been updated in a while, the Apple TV as a set top box is hands down one of the best. And I haven't tested it. Now I'm going to go check, but you can download things from, say, Netflix to your iPad. And so, what I do, this is really funny, just a pure habit, because I used to jump on the plane all the time and we didn't have, Starlink on the plane. Whenever there's a show that I want to watch on Netflix, right? Say the new series of F1 comes out, I open the Netflix on my iPad and I hit download season. And the reason for that is nothing sucks worse, and in the tropics we lose internet all the time. Nothing sucks worse than I'm ready to watch my show and the internet goes goofball. The other thing that we lose all the time in the tropics is power. Because, you were here. You brought that damn rain with you, jerk.
And brought it back home too. It hasn't stopped.
And, yo, I took it with me to Japan. I'm like, freaking Mary Lou. It
What
rained.
are we
It
doing
rained
over
like the
here?
first couple of days we were in Japan. I'm like, I'm gonna kill Mary Lou and Will. They brought that crap to my house, and then I took it with me to Japan. So
I'll take it over the fires we had last
the
year. So
rain will sometimes like take out the net. So what it allows me to do though is any shows that I might be binging while we can't do nothing else, I can do them on my iPad, and the iPad battery on the iPad Pro will last like 10 hours. So I'm normally good to go. Plus I have, the extra battery, like you just bought me a new extra battery. So at least I can watch something. You know what I mean? When it
yeah.
goes all goofball. And so I was hearing you and I was like, yo, I wonder if you could just do it. But you're right, it will not let you cast the things that you've downloaded to your pad. And the reason for that is that
Just
if you cast it, you can record it. You see what I'm saying? And they're just trying to eliminate that. So it doesn't always work. And then you were speaking on something else, which is one of my favorite accessories. And I thought I had my extra one down here, but it's actually upstairs. And I keep it with me all the time. And I'm going to put it on the screen because everybody should buy one if you don't have one now. It is called an OTG cable. Okay. And it's an OTG Y splitter, USB C. And the reason why you want a OTG Y
We
splitter,
don't see it.
huh? I'm I'm I'm
Are you
I'm
showing us
I'm
yet or not
loading it
yet?
up
Okay.
first before I switch to that.
Okay.
You want to get yourself an OTG Y splitter because it will allow you to plug this into the phone and then put the HDMI cable in the other side and power in the other side. Because if you don't do it that way, you won't. The phone itself doesn't have enough power to kind of run these things. And the one that I want to show you is out of
Here, while
stock,
you
but
pull
I'll
that
show
out, I'm
you.
gonna grab the thing that I ended up buying.
Okay. Brow Hisser. This is the one. Here's a U green version. I was looking for my other version, but they all work. They all work the same. And everybody should have these on deck. I actually have 3 of them. I keep them around for when these just such an emergencies like Mary Lou had, and I actually have it in my backpack because I took it with me to Japan, and I need to bring the one that's for the office back to the office so it doesn't get lost. Because it comes in handy, and it's very, very, very important. You should just have one of these some bitches on deck, because what happened to Mary Lou, it could happen to you. So basically, what this
It could
allows,
happen to
the
you.
number one reason what I use this for is when I have my cable plugged into my phone and I want to plug in my Shure microphone, but I also want to keep the phone powered because I might be recording long. So that's what I kind of use it for the most. Also, when transferring files from an Osmo Pocket or an Osmo Action or some kind of action camera, they transfer faster if you plug the USB cable in versus let them transfer over Wi-Fi. And so by plugging this sucker in, you can add power to the side that says PD, and you can add whatever else to the other side. And this just works phenomenally. I've made this video on my YouTube. I got a short that's kind of popping off all the time that I show. I even show like how I use it to connect the Ethernet jack to one side and then power to the other. So never need to do updates on my phone. I like to do my updates hardwired because Wi-Fi sucks. And yeah, it's just get one. You can get them for less than 20 bones. You want one that definitely says OTG though. That's the most important part. Not all of them will say OTG. So when you're looking, look. And also there's a bunch of them out there that has one side as the old USB A. I don't play with that version because I got rid of everything USB A I could possibly get rid of. But yes, you want an OTG splitter. And if you find my YouTube video, you'll see that I put the link in there. But yeah, this thing will save your butt in so
What does
many
OTG
ways.
mean?
On the go,
On the
it's really stupid because it
go.
has nothing to do with technicals, but that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And it's dumb
Okay.
because I think that's where the confusion is. You're expecting it to mean something important, and it don't. So here you go. This is the video, the short that I had posted where I'm talking about it, and I believe in the description I put the exact OTG splitter that I use. Yes, link in the description. Yeah, there you go. And mostly, I mean, I use it for things like that, so I can plug the Ethernet cable in when I do updates. I don't like updating my phone on Wi-Fi. I had it crash once. I'm never going to have it crash again. So, just do that because when you get your phone
Yes.
stuck in DFU mode, it's a pain in the butt to get it out. So this way, I never sweat it, and it just flies. You know, but this would solve your problem because you would be able to put the standard HDMI USB to HDMI cable would let your phone show up on your TV, and then
Yes,
you
but I
might
didn't have a USB to HDMI, or I couldn't find that one. I ended up just getting this
yeah that
this thing.
the big dongle, yeah, and that one actually has
Yeah.
a power in on one side. Is that the Belkin?
Insignia.
Oh yeah, that's the Best Buy version. So on the
Yes.
right side, that little connector is so that you can add power to it, but that's based off of Lightning.
Yes.
Yeah, see, and I mean, I
Eh?
pretty much threw all them lightning cables out the window when I got rid of my old phone.
Lightning cable. That looks like USB-C, but it's not?
Yeah, it's flat.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, the one on the right side.
Uh-huh.
It might be USB-C. If it is, that's good. That means it's updated. But
Yeah, I was able to put power, like USB-C power
okay,
in
so you
there.
got a USB-C version. That's cool. Yeah, you can get it from the Apple
And then
Store.
it
You can get Belkin,
has,
Insignia, but
yeah,
same
this
thing.
was just because this is what I could get
Yep.
in that day, and I needed it
I
that
like your
day.
trick though. Check and see if they have it first before you go there, because them fools, bro, they be like, "Oh, we can't find it." Oh my god. Me and Caleb and Liz, we had that experience at the one in Florida, and I wanted to hurt the little kid. I was like, "Listen, little kid, I know it's here. I know exactly where it is. How about I go get it for you?" But the thing is, it's in the cage. So don't tell me you don't
I
have
was
it
like,
when I'm
it's right
looking at
there.
it in the cage. Get
Right
a
there.
freaking key. Oh, I don't have the key.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you just say that? Go on the phone, pick up the microphone, and press *9 and be like, "Attention, store manager, I need you to come over here and unlock the fucking door."
Yeah, it's more like the worst buy.
Bruh, some of them kids, bro, they got no home training.
Yeah, I was like, it's right there. It's right there. They're like, oh, that's not it. That's something else. I was like, it is
Oh, I love it when they
the
tell.
thing I
Okay,
want.
so I have a funny story. This is super old school, but it's a funny story. So I was teaching at CompUSA, and I was teaching Photoshop and Illustrator. Yeah, I was teaching
CompUSA.
Photoshop and Illustrator, right? And I just so happened to be on a break. I go out to the floor because I needed to get something for myself personally. And then back in the day, we're in the Mac section was separated from the PC section. So this lady comes in and she said, "I need a USB cable for my Mac." And the guy was like, "What for?" And she's like, "I need to plug in, a printer or something." And he goes, "Yeah, we don't sell USB cables for the Mac." And then he proceeded to tell her, "Why do you have a Mac? Like, you can't buy. I mean, it's so hard to get things for. If you have a PC, like everything works. Like we have all the parts for all the PC stuff, but we don't have USB-C cable for. I mean, we don't have USB cable for the Mac." And I
And
was,
then you murdered him.
yeah, I was like, "Dude," and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Go over there and get the damn lady a USB-C. I mean, get a USB cable." See, my brain is stuck on USB-C at this point. And he's like, "Well, we don't have USB cable." I was like, "Bro, what does USB-C stand for? I mean, what does USB stand for?" And he was like, "I don't know. It's just a cable that you connect." I'm like, "The U is universal." And he goes, "Yeah? Okay, describe to me what universal means. Will it work with any PC?" "No, bitch. It'll work with any computer. Go get the lady damn USB cable." And then he was mad. Then he told the manager that I embarrassed him. And I was like, "Good. You should be fired for telling people, first of all." And yeah, I mean, like the reason why Apple Store exists was because they would send secret shoppers to CompUSA and Circuit City, and they would run into those experiences. And that's why they ended up making their own store, because they were finding out the little store in the stores were getting jacked because idiots like that. Like, it was funny, bro. I was like, listen, go away. And he goes, "Well, you're just a trainer." I was like, "Boy, I know more about this computer shit than you ever will. Back the fuck up."
You're like, but I am a trainer. Like,
Exactly,
it's like
And
just a trainer is not a just.
it's
You got to know
super
something to
funny,
do that.
bro. But yeah, this is the kind of things that you run into. So I have a question for you while we're getting ourselves
Okay.
fired up. It was funny as we were talking about getting fired up for 2026, and Marion was there before you popped in. I was like, "Yo, I was like already ready, so it didn't feel like nothing changed to me. It's just I just pulled a piece of paper off the calendar because I was
Yeah.
already wound up from going in prior." But
Yes.
what I like this concept, morning, Mary Lou. It's a very good, um, it's a good alliteration. First of all, so it just rolls off the tongue. Hey,
Good
MC.
morning, Mary Lou.
Yeah, I think MC is here. So, what is the impetus
Hi,
behind
Marianne.
this? Like, explain it.
So it was, I'd say probably a couple months ago when I was streaming, and like we've been live streaming for a while, and I usually would do the afternoon, and I would see a lot of the same people, which was like I love the people, but it's like, well, I want to get other people is one part of it. Okay, so then I'm looking in my analytics, and it was like, okay, well, most of your audience is on in the morning, and I was like, all right, cool. The other part of it is I would, being my own boss, could start at any time. But what happens when you can start at any time is you
Mm,
start later and later and
mm,
later, and then maybe you don't start at all. And I don't like that, right? So I'm like no stranger to waking up early, like, and I would go to like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Workout classes, but then still you come home, you go to shower, you gotta eat breakfast, you gotta then all the other things start to happen. But what is most important to me is I want to make my videos. I want this business to work. I want this business to happen. I have my work. I gotta show up to work. And this is also something that people don't want to swallow, that if you want to be a content creator, like as your business, you need to show up to work. You got to show up to work. So it was a mix of all of these kind of things that it would be in the morning. In addition to that, I was going through my morning pages or like a journal, an old journal, and there was something that said, what would be amazing if this happened this year? And I believe maybe it was 24, not 2025. It was like a note for 2024. And it was that a morning show would call me on and I would be the content creator expert. So like when they needed somebody to come and say like, what's the top new things as a content creator that people need to know, right? Then I would be that expert. Um, or for like tech things or something like that. And then I was like, no. In looking at it this time, I was like, or you could just be the morning show. You could just do it. Because who do I know that's actually watching Good Morning America anymore? I don't, right? And it's like, we got to be done dreaming of doing these things that we don't even do like, we're not even participating in those kind of things. So it was a mix of a couple of different things, and then it was a couple of weeks, like right before Christmas, maybe sometime on the vacation. I was like, I think I'm gonna do a morning show,
I like it.
and then I was like, great, we're gonna do it. We're gonna start January 5th because that's just the date I picked. I was like, I don't have to think about it forever. I do not need to develop this for 6 months. I will not be developing it for 6 months. If we do develop it for 6 months, you will watch it happen and you will participate in it. But I was like, I know how to live stream. We can just press the button. I could just start getting up. I could just start doing it.
I love it.
And I really couldn't have started any earlier because I didn't have internet for 2 weeks. So.
All right. I'm gonna not that you need it. I'm gonna give you a friend advice, and you can ignore this because you kind of know what you're doing. But if I do it this way, then
Yeah,
everybody
let's
else
hear
might
it.
hear it because it doesn't sound like I'm talking to them, but they know good and damn well I'm talking to them. Psychological tricks. Here's what I would do if I were you. Go to your closet or go to your Uniqlo and get. You gonna do this every day, 5 days a week?
Does Uniqlo stand for closet? Does it mean closet?
No, unique clothing.
Unique clothing. I thought you
Yeah.
were like Uniqlo because
What?
that's like the
Because
clothing
I
store,
said the
and
proper.
you know your Japanese
Yes, I
words.
said the proper way that they say it in Japan because they can't say clothing because there's an R involved, so they say
Ah,
unique kudo,
yeah.
right? Yeah,
Okay.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Okay. Yeah. So get something else to
Otherwise,
wear.
otherwise it'd be unique crow. And then as Baba calls it unichrome, I'm like, that's not what it says on the side,
Yes,
Bob's.
I will go get a Unichrome. Don't worry,
Unichrome.
we're gonna Unichrome it.
Okay, so here's what I would do. Go to I pick Uniqlo because they're very inexpensive. You can get like $8 a pop. Get the top that you like, right? And get 5 of them, one for every day, right? You can cycle 3 because you're not working out. You can change after, and put that
Mm-hmm.
sun bitch on before you go, and then come
Mm-hmm.
to the thing with that exact same outfit on every single time. Do not change. Do not deviate. Do not whatever. And the reason for that is one, that part is done. Steve Jobs,
Mm-hmm.
Richard Branson.
Yeah.
Go down the list of billionaires. They wear the same shit every day. It just doesn't become a thought, right? The other thing that does is you're donning. When I would put on the shoulder pads, it was time to
It's a
do the work,
uniform.
right? Like it's all fun
Yeah.
and games. I got jokes. He's mad hilarious. But the minute that thing came from the back to clink to the front to lock the shoulder pads in place, the face went. Run in front of me, I would take you out. And they'd be like,
Yes.
damn, that dude is like a light switch. The minute the clack clack hits the grass, all jokes were done. Like I'm trying to kill someone. Like that was my mentality on the field. And I believe in that same sort of situation, right? When you snap up a battle dress helmet or you put on a uniform, now you're in game face mode. And if you just set yourself up, and it could be the jacket, it can be the yes. Oh, actually, she's wearing one in the picture right now. I recognize it because we have a closet
Yeah.
full of them. If you get your unique little tees, you can be different colors. You can just be black because you married Lou, you like black. Like even something like donning that jacket that this is my show jacket, and you put that sucker on every day and go do your thing, it will put your brain in the game every
Well,
time.
and listen, like we're already on the same plane because I was like considering, like I've just been studying like the shows that people that have stuck with us. Like I'm looking to build parasocial relationship. I want to be part of your day. I want to be a regular part of your day. And I was thinking about Mr. Rogers. And what do we know?
Boom.
Mr. Rogers, every time, gonna walk in the room, he's gonna switch his jacket, he's gonna switch his shoes. And then when he's done, he's gonna switch his jacket, switch his shoes. And he's like, where's he going? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Where did he come from? I don't know. Like, did he just come from work or is he going to work? Like, what's going on? Like, what did he do?
They never tell you,
But
right?
but it's that thing that
exactly.
is game time. The
Okay,
cardigan's here. Let's go. Let's learn
so
something.
the newest billionaire on the family that everybody is knowing about is your man Steven. And what does Steven wear on every episode? Long sleeve, short sleeve, but it never changes. Every episode.
Hmm. So it's like crew neck, right?
500 episodes deep. This is what he got on. This version or the short sleeve version. Nothing changes. When you see him, this is what he's wearing. And I feel that if you take that part out of the equation and you just put on this is my show uniform, it puts your brain in the right game space. Your audience know that you showed up ready to go. And then it'll be super funny. Like this would be so corny that you can sell a Good Morning Mary Lou shirt on fourth wall. It's just black shirt.
It's just a black shirt.
And they'd be
Yes.
like, hey, what's the merch? That's the merch. Like that's the joke. The merch is it's just a black shirt, and everybody gonna buy the damn black shirt with nothing on it. And maybe like on the back you have a small little thing that just so that
Yeah.
the software will take it.
Like the GMM.
But it's just it literally is just a straight up black shirt. It'd be like that is the joke, because people need to know that I came here to do work, and I like it. I really do. I really do believe that. For me, it's the routine of doing the pour over. And you all know, well, most of you know, I have this super fancy $3,000 coffee machine, but the morning one will be pour over because that's the routine. Boil the water, wet the filter, put in the beans, pour, pour, pour. Like that's basically 3 minutes and 45 seconds for that perfect 16-to-1 ratio to be like, all right, bitch, today's the day. Any bullshit you got good in your head, it stops by the time the last drop come out of this filter. And it's just a thing. It's just a ritual. So I it's funny because coming back from Japan, that's the one thing I'm reminded of always in Japan. Like they're very ritualistic about so many things. And so like one of the cultural things that's really big in Japan that I wish more cultures understood is the level of cleanliness that they have is it would by Western standards would be borderline psycho. But like when you go to take a bath, you take a shower first, and then you take a bath, right? And the bath water is warmed up because the tub's got heaters in them, and like the whole family uses the same bath water. And they're like, oh, that's gross. No, because they're clean when they get in.
Because they're
They're already
clean.
clean when they get
Yeah,
in.
it's like a pool. Like a
The
yeah.
water is for you to take the day away and be like, all right, this bullshit is over. I'm gonna sit in here and do a couple deep breaths for about 20 minutes. I'm gonna get out of this thing, and then the onsen, right? And when you're in I went to that son bitch, bro. 5 in the morning, I'd be in the onsen, be me and a couple old dudes. Cause in the night, it'd be all the young kids, they make too much noise. But in the morning, just me and a couple old dudes, you in there, everybody got the towel on their head, nobody says a word. No one, you don't say good morning, you give the nod, don't look at my nuts, slide in the water. And then like again, we're too weirded out by that. Like I see all the American people in my hotel, I see none of them in the bath because the idea of going in a room naked with a bunch of other people, because they're so self-involved. Right? And so people are like, what do you think? What if anybody looking at you, fool? Like nobody's paying attention to you, bro. They're coming to sit their nuts in the hot water too. and get the day away. We're so self-involved and worrying about what somebody else is going to think. Like that's why I love to go there because, like, yeah, it's not about being self-involved. It's about caring about the greater diaspora of everybody that's out there. And so I love to go and get refreshed and come back and like be ready to roll. So I'm excited for your show. Like it was cool. I was listening to you, and I was sitting in my office like I need to clean this office and do some things. And I was listening to Mary Lou, and I was sitting in my chair, and I was like, I ain't did nothing. I just sat here and listened to her. And then she started talking about Stranger Things, and I was like, I'm gonna mute her real fast. And I knew you said that you
Yeah,
heard it from somebody and you wasn't going to spoil it, but I'm like, just in case she accidentally say
just
something,
in case. Yeah,
I muted
I
her.
understand.
And she was on the screen just like, and then it's like, oh, I'm gonna get my lunch now. Mary Lou is just talking to herself.
Yeah. And that's why I was like in such a panic to get the thing so we could watch the show because I already had tickets to watch the finale in the theater, so there was only so many days for me to catch up on these like in between episodes. And then you can't even like go onto TikTok like cuz my TikTok already knows I want to know all the details. So, there's all sorts of theories now. People are like, there's going to be one more episode. And I'm like, I feel so bad for these filmmakers because it's like they put in so much good work and like for the whole internet to be like, no, they're not done. There's another one. Here's all the theories. Here's all the plot holes that they left that prove that there's a whole other episode. And it's like, orange is the show. And we're like, we didn't look at it that close.
I,
But if there, hey, listen though, if there is an extra episode, it's gonna be brilliant, brilliant, a brilliant play. But I don't see it happening.
all right,
But they'll
so
find out tomorrow.
I,
Tomorrow's the
I
day.
have something that I want to talk about, and I'm gonna tell you the preference, and I'm gonna reset the recording because I'm gonna probably just publish the video just as we talk about it.
Okay.
Um, I got offended, which I don't do very often. Damn it, the piece of lip. I
Did you start the recording?
no.
Start.
Oh yeah, it's always recording, but I'm gonna reset it. Um,
Okay.
and I'm gonna make it a clip once we talk about it. I'm just gonna give you the preface first so that you're ready.
Okay.
Hey, wagwan, King Paco, wagwan. Okay, so I got offended. Something I don't do very often, but
By me?
somebody came after one of my friends, and when somebody comes after one of my friends, like I be wanting the box. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the preference, and then I'm gonna start the recording.
Okay.
Um, Stephen Robles, SR, right? Who does all of the training stuff for Riverside, and you see them. He's just like me, but a little bit more Mexican, and he does a lot of stuff with Apple shortcuts, iOS shortcuts, Mac shortcuts, whatever. And so he wanted to build a course, and I want to talk about that. So let me reset this recording real quick, and I'll explain it to you. Okay, I should pull up his actual thread, but I'm gonna just do it off the top of my head because I'm too lazy. Okay, stop that.
Bless.
Okay, Mary Lou, I got something serious to talk about. A buddy of mine, Stephen Robles, he decided he wanted to make a course about his Apple shortcuts, right? He does a lot of videos on how to do everything on the Mac. He always talks about the new gear, the new software, best things to buy for the iPad, best apps. Like, he's very much a Mac nerd like myself. And he's actually one of the better guys when it comes to creating Apple shortcuts. So he wanted to make a course to teach people how to do Apple shortcuts, soup to nuts. So he built out this entire program, and then he goes to put it on sale, and he puts it on sale, and he's asking like $497. Let's call it $500. And people had like weird things to say. People came after him like, "Oh my God, you're money grabbing. Oh, this is too expensive. Oh, yeah, just a bunch of hatred came out." And so Stephen pulled the course. And I don't get offended very often, but somebody attacked one of my friends. Somebody attacks one of my friends. Now I want to fight. And I'm like, bro, no, no, don't. Okay, actually, I found this one. Let me read it. It says, for a long time, I wanted to offer an extensive course for those wanting to learn how to build shortcuts. So I planned the lessons, invested time, built a 13-week cohort. Not a course where you just look at some stuff. He built a 13-week cohort where I host weekly live sessions, assign projects, and the recordings are available forever. The early bird price was $500, which included a 1-year membership to my community. I posted the first lesson for free today on my channel as part of the announcement, and people were not happy. Some said this must be a joke, others called me greedy, a few said they even unsubscribed because of it. Maybe it's because I'm independent, but that kind of reaction feels risky to my business. Maybe I made a mistake with the pricing, but it also feels like all the shortcut content I gave away for years suddenly amounted to nothing. That said, I took the video private and now I'm moving forward with shortcuts, but I'm still moving forward with Shortcuts University. For those who understand the value and believe I will make the course worth it, I hope you'll join me. Early bird price is permanent. Members of my community already received their email with a much larger discount. If you want to join me, you can learn more at shortcutsuniversity.com. I will continue sharing dozens of shortcuts content for free on my channel across all social media, giving away as much as I can. Thank you for your support. What is your reaction, Mary Lou?
This is why we can't have nice things.
13-week
This is why we
cohort.
can't have nice things.
Bruh, I was like deeply, deeply effing offended. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, first of all, Steven is one of the nicest dudes in the world, okay? And he has given away majority of stuff for free. So basically, he's charging by, I mean, this is bad math, right? It's basically 38.46, but let's just say $40 a week to get hands-on training on how to do shortcuts. And if done right, shortcuts can save you so much time that you're going to make money off of it. But I'm just like, family. People had the audacity. I mean, and this dude has been working on this stuff for years. He has so much free content on his channel, and he puts out a video like 3 times a week on average. You know, so SR's not out here wasting time. You know what I mean? He's actually putting in the good work. And the fact that people got mad at him, you know, and I mean, some say, are they unsubscribed? Dude, he's on 196,000 subscribers. Who gives a damn? Screw those people. If
Yeah, let them
6,000 of them
go.
less, he's still at 190. Like, he going to get another 6,000 the next week. Like, I really,
Yeah.
I mean, he got to 200,000 in like 2.5 years. So I'm just like, oh, I got so many thoughts. I
First
got
off,
so
like,
many
why
thoughts.
is it like you want these people to create content for you, but how do you expect them to pay their bills? Like, you don't go to work for free,
There you go.
right? And like, why why shouldn't people make money? It doesn't make sense. You know, and this is like part of like, we've talked about this. I'm like, well, I don't want to do tutorials anymore because if people just come and take it and then that's it. It's not like a relationship. It's a come and take it. And it's like that's where there's like places to do tutorials behind a paywall, right? There's places to talk about these things. I think like you and I, like, we will never not be able to help people, but the amount of people out there who will be offended when you actually start to charge for something is appalling because you already have so much for free and they just want more. But then also, okay, so we think about it's for shortcuts. So people want a shortcut. They don't want to have to pay. They don't want to do 13 weeks because they're shortcut people. Now, the ones who were complaining, that's not saying all 200,000 are. It's just the ones who were loud about it. I guess we could probably go to those profiles and I could guess the demographics.
Thank you. Same here. And I'm just like, bro, like, first of all, Steven, he puts out phenomenal content. Like his content is not bad. Okay, his content is phenomenal, and it takes a lot of work. And he has a family. He has a wife. He got kids, and he left. Doing what I do for Ecamm. He does for Riverside. He left Riverside. He's doing it. On his own now. And it's like, yo, he deserves this. I mean, he's given away so much for free for so long, and he finally decided. And people have the audacity. Like, I think people don't understand how much work goes into doing what it is that we do.
Yeah.
And the same people who will bitch at a creator for this is funny because this is a conversation that goes on Brandon and JP show every time. The same people who will bitch at a creator for doing a video for a brand and then being like, oh, well, Sony paid them to do that. So, of course, they're going to say that. Be the same people who want the tutorial for free. And the reason why you can get the tutorial for free is because Sony paid me to make the Sony video. Right? And so because they paid the rent this month, I can do a bunch of free content. So they get mad when you get a sponsored video. They say that you're shilling for the brand. But then when you don't take any sponsored videos and you charge for what you do, they get mad at charging you for what you do. They want everything for free, but then they want to know how to get their channels big enough so that they can get brand deals. And it's like, do you hear the conflict in what you're saying? And again, one of my people who I love more than anybody in this world, I love their content. I think they're one of the greatest people. I saw them yesterday make a video, and I can't explain it because it'll be too easy to figure out, but they're talking about an app that I absolutely love, by the way. And the app is, like $8 a month, a little less. And they're like, I just don't really like the subscription model. And I'm like, fam, you have a join button under your videos. Everybody in the chat, like Monty, who has a star next to their name on the channel, they subscribe to this channel. Right? When you see Gretchen, bingo, she got the little star, she subscribed to the channel. You know what I mean? They are members of the channel. What is the difference in me charging somebody, $2, $4, $9, $39, $100 to be a member of this channel, and Morning Mary Lou app charging me $4 a month to get the app? It's the same thing. Like, so how do you have a membership on your channel be talking about, I don't really like subscription apps? And again, development is not easy. Somebody yesterday said, I want this feature added to Ecamm. And yes, it's an easy feature, right? It wouldn't be that hard. However, in order to program that feature could take, let's call it 20-ish hours. But the 20 hours isn't the simplicity of adding this one particular thing. It's the checking to make sure it doesn't break the other 400 features. Right? So when someone says, oh, you should add a little molasses to your poking beans, you might add it and then be like, okay, now it's too sweet, or now it's too dark. Now it's too dark. You need to add something else to make it look a little bit more red. Okay, now that interacted with a different ingredient, so it causes this, it causes that. Like, it takes some adjustment. One does not simply put chocolate chips in a batter and turn the cake into a chocolate chip cake. It's different. It will change the overall makeup of the baking. So you have to adjust the recipe for the additional grease and liquid that's in chocolate. You don't just add the chocolate chips to the standard batter. It doesn't work that way, bro. It's science, dog. And so if you go and you add this that seems seemingly easy to you, every time macOS changes, they got to do more development to make sure that it doesn't break. Every time you do an update for the software, you got to check sure you didn't make it. And you've seen it here. I'm testing out the alpha for the Hari Verdi, and it jacked all the scenes. So the normal scene that I use for this show, it looks sideways right now. It looked like this because I was playing with the beta, and now I had to go and rebuild it. Right? So it's not as easy as just add this. So developers who make software, they deserve to get paid for what they do. Otherwise, bro, get your Claude code out and knock yourself DF out. Right? And when somebody's making a course to make your life easier, they deserve to be able to charge what they charge. And if you can't take it, you can't afford it, then don't.
Then don't. And making a course is not easy. Like,
No,
it is a
it's
skill
not.
set to teach, right? And like what Gretchen's saying is like, just teachers are always undervalued, underpaid. And like, as an adult, like, then making courses, making educational content is like, yeah, they are heroes. And I cannot believe they just like it's flown for so long. And like, thank goodness, because some of us might not have been able to go to school if it was all just charged, but my goodness, like this mentality is awful. And it made me think about somewhere early in my YouTube, I had like, maybe it's like one of my first like gifted things. Uh, I like a microphone or something, and one of the comments was, "Oh, so you're just doing YouTube for the money?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, not just, but yes. Like, it's not the only thing, but like that is a part of this. And like, why am I not allowed to make money? You watch things of people who make money, right? You are a consumer. We are in a capitalist society. Money is spent. There's things you spend your money on that somebody else won't spend their money on, right? You got to pay for your treats. You got to pay for your, groceries. You have to pay for your rent. But they don't like it. And also like I feel like a lot of the times when those things come up, it's just because they're jealous and they have not yet processed that they want to make money as well.
Yeah, well,
They're
see,
not ready
here's
to
where it
admit
bothers
that.
me. The people that would say that, like, I like say, if I would love to have caught the individual names, like you said, because you go to their profile and they have like pictures and they're rocking a Supreme or they got on some Jordans. They got $11
Mhm.
sneakers that they paid $300 for, you know, or they're collecting, something and saying that costs way more than it costs to make. Or, they're like deep into the video game culture where they're buying, that kind of stuff. Things where, again, I'm not hating what anybody buys. You buy what you want. Like I just bought a couple $100 worth of whiskey, and most people would
And
never,
journals.
and people never. Oh, oh, I went crazy at the journal store, right? Um, but yeah, dude, I literally I just bought a $40 bottle of ink. But the idea that a creator, like you said, the amount of people that think it's fashionable to bitch about ads on the internet, I'm like, bro, you watch ads on TV every day.
You watch ads driving down the
Driving
street.
down the street, holler back, right?
Like
And
they are
and
everywhere.
got the
You have been
audacity.
advertised to.
You know what I'm saying? Get the audacity to be like, I don't like being advertised to. Half the stuff that you got in your house, half the stuff you wear, half the stuff you eat, you got advertised to.
Mhm.
Right? You like the ones you like, you don't like the ones you don't like. I don't like the spam calls that I get asking me to donate money to the GOP. But I don't get mad when Unbound Marino sends me a text and be like, "Hey pimp, we about to sell these five for 95. You can get a deal." I like, hey, text me Unbound, text me. You know what I mean? When I
Yes.
when I miss a text for a sale that's popping off, then I'd be mad. I'm like, dang, I missed that. I can't believe I missed that. So it's funny how, like I said, I always liken it to when the person hitting on you in the club is cute, ain't nothing wrong with getting hit on. When the person hitting on you is ugly or their breast stank, then you be mad. Oh, why they all these dudes be hitting on me? And it's like, oh, it's hilarious, right? I bet you if Timothy Champagne came up and hit on you, you not calling the bouncer? Aubrey would, because she's not about that life. But I'm just saying, like it's just super stupid, bro. You sound hella foolish, like acting like you don't want it. It's just dumb. And you're right. It's hating on something because they don't even understand maybe their own worth. Because I tell you what, knowing that the shortcuts that I'm going to learn is going to make my job easier, I feel I'm worth spending $500 to learn how to make it faster. So I know my worth, right? I've taken courses that are 2-3 grand. You know what I mean? I just finished a course that my buddy put on, and it's 500 for that. I just did it because it's my friend. I just wanted to see it, so I did it.
And
And
it's like people want the shortcut. They want the shortcut, but as long as it came to them free and easy and they don't have to do anything, like shortcuts require setup. They require learning. Shortcuts, like you have to understand what is a shortcut, right? you require, like, I think we're just like it's an intelligence lack, right?
Mm.
Not intelligent consumers. They're not intelligent creators. Like, they don't understand that they are being sold to all the time. You just don't like it when it's the thing you weren't trying to buy
Mm-hmm.
right now, right? But like, they're sold stuff all the time, and they buy stuff all the
And I
time.
also feel that had he made it $200, some of them still would have
They
said the
still would have
same
complained.
thing.
They still would have complained because if the words cash grab are being thrown around, they're thinking he was just there to serve them like a servant, you know? And you know what? Whatever. I want to come take this class.
Right?
He's running it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to come take it.
Because I mean, like, if it's going to save me time and make my job easier, and I have a handful of shortcuts that I use, but like something that I always want to know more. And like, I've been a member of Matthew Casanelli's community for going on 5 years, so I've already spent well over $500 just being a member of Matt Casanelli. And Matt come on the show a couple of times, you know. Like, I don't know, it's mad funny, bro. It's mad funny. Our thought process of what this is worth, you know? And then I got people that will, they'll book a session and I'll do the session and then they'll be like, oh, you charge way too little for this session. Right? I got people that book a session and then they be like, I can't believe you charged me that. And I'm like, that's you,
Oh
dog,
my
because the
gosh.
session didn't change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I made
I'm going in
this
the
makes me
same
think of
way.
I had a dentist reach out to me, this is like years ago, to come shoot some social content for him because he wanted to be made TikTok famous. And so I gave him the quote. I said, "This is what you're going to get for it." He agreed to it. We go and shoot it. We do it fast because it happens fast. And then he texts me later and he's like, "I think you overcharged me." I was like, "No, sir. Here's the email where you agreed to it. Here is the invoice that you paid off on. Here's all these other things that you agreed to. You got your deliverables. Do not call me again. Do not call me again. Because if this is something you thought was so easy, then you should have just done it yourself."
That's so
So
crazy.
these folks that are complaining, it is their guilt of wanting to make money, their and their guilt that like they want it but they can't necessarily afford it, or it's not a financial priority for them. They have other bigger priorities, so they can't have it. So then they throw back shame of like, this shouldn't exist if it's not for me. Because also there are a lot of there are some demographics that feel like everything should be for them, and if something, God forbid, is not for them, the anger that comes out, because you can't just say like, I mean, you can, but like, what they don't want to hear is, well, maybe it's just not for you. You can't afford this. This isn't the right price for you. Maybe it's
It's
not for
not for
you.
you.
And they don't want to hear
They
that
definitely don't want to hear that. And so,
because they're used to everything being for them.
hey, MC is dead on facts with this, and this drives me crazy. And there's actually a meme type thing There's actually a meme type thing that runs around the
Mimi.
internet. It'll be like, you should support your friends' content the way you support these celebrity content, right? So you're willing to buy from brand, ads and big celebrities. That's okay, but when a small creator gets paid, you tell them that you don't like it, and that's crazy weird. 100%. Like, you should have the same fervent. Okay, I was going to make this video the other day, and I haven't done it, so I'm going to do it today. When I see a post from a friend, just hit the like button. I ain't got to listen to what they say. I ain't got to listen to the whole thing. I'm just hit the like button anyway because they're my friend. If I was with that friend and they say, "Oh snap, I don't have any change. You got a dollar? Yep, dollar. No questions asked." Right? If they said, "Hey, I left my wallet at home. We need to go eat. You spot me this one. I got you next one. Bet, no problem." Like these are no questions asked. These things just happen, right? All of you guys who have really close group of friends, there's an amount of moving money that moves around between the three, four, five of you guys that nobody has any account of, and it's into the thousands, and nobody knows. It just moves back and forth. The same money goes back and forth for 20, 30, 40 years. I feel that content is like that. If I see a content post from one of my friends, I just boom, send it. Just send the like. And in a way, not doing that feels like you're not even being a good friend. Even my parasocial friends, I just like their post
Mm-hmm.
because I know how the system works. And if I do like
You
it
know,
and I watch it, I'll definitely take time to stop and leave a comment. And I try to make longer comments, but even if the comment is like gangster, that's it. I stopped and I left a comment. And the way that you will be deep to Marion's point, you will be deep into like Seth Godin's comments, hoping to be seen by the GOAT, and you don't put that kind of effort into your friends' content. And I seen it. The people who be talking like that, I see them in iJustine's feed. I see them in Marquez Brownlee's feed. I see them. And it's like, bitch, I know you watch my content, and you ain't said shit on mine. I don't care, but I'm just like, you an asshole. I seen you trying to get seen by Peter. I seen you trying to get seen by anybody with more than say a million subs. But then you don't be in the other folks' comments. You just out here trying to stick a leg out like you on the block. And if you want to be a track bitch, let you know, like, yo, I own a t-shirt company called Pimp Strong. I'll put you to work. Sorry, that was foul.
oh, so I think okay, so we have to always look at these things with like, okay, what's the lesson we can take away on the creator side? Okay, these people with these behaviors, these reactions, they're always gonna be there. So is the behavior, these are just spitballing here. Does it mean as creators, even like once you're a beginner, should you start already charging for something small from
Yes,
the get-go so
100.
people understand you charge for things,
Yes, that's the tripwire.
right?
That is the tripwire, and I believe in that. Also, I believe in like same thing. If you're making a podcast or you're making a show, I think it's important to say that this show is sponsored by me. Right now, I don't have a sponsor, but I'm gonna get one, and that ad will go right here. So you can already set the
Mm-hmm.
tone for. When I first started the things I wish I knew or wish I had when I started my content creator journey back in November, I always had the Doc Pop ad in there because it's a way to let like Orico or Telson or Shorter Brands that I work with now is a way to let them know that that space is available. And you'll see brand new buildings, right? You go in the parking lot, there'll be a big bulletin board and it says ads by. It has that red and white logo and there's nothing there right now. But it's to let you know that you can buy that. So in parking lots, when you turn the corner wall, there's an ad thing there. It's to let you know that that billboard is available. Holding this space. Even in a brand new mall, when
Yes.
it's not filled out, right? There's empty spots.
Yeah.
There'll be a
There's
Monroe
all
and
the yeah.
Freelanders, right? There'll
Mm-hmm.
be a Sophos. There'll be a thing to let you know that this space is available for lease. So I
Mm-hmm.
I really really agree that even for your lead magnets, yo, some of them should be $1, $2, something, because you just set the tone that that's why you should have a fourth wall store. Start selling merch from the
Mm-hmm.
gate so people know you trying to make money.
Yeah, and then it's like, there's like some statistics of like if somebody bought from you once, they're like exponentially more likely to buy from you again. If you're doing business, and even like, okay, because like not everybody who's a creator is definitely trying to do business, but you still should. Like, I think it's good practice. Get something that you sell for $1, for $5, whatever. Even if there's no audience, but like they would buy it eventually.
Well, I believe that if you do it, like you say, I'm not in this for the money, I'm not in it for business, I'm not trying or whatever. I feel that the problem is if you don't do it from the gate, when you are ready, when it does blow up, and when the opportunity comes upon you, and then you try to do it, you're going to run into the same problem that SR ran into, where people start bugging. And it's like, yo, I mean, I don't know why that one bothered me so much. And like, yo, I was reading this mess. I'm in the airplane, and I'm just like, yo, I'm at 30,000 in the box. Cause that's somebody came after one of my friends. I wouldn't care if somebody came after me like that. The fact that they did it to a friend pissed me off. Cause I know the dude. He's like one of the nicest cats in the planet. And it's like, why does his family not deserve to eat? You know what I'm saying? And the other thing,
Yeah.
if I'm gonna say something mad crazy, if the person selling that course had have been somebody like, let's just say I Justine or Peter McKenna or one of the other sort of highfalutin Yakubians, nobody got nothing to say. And I know this sounds mean, but the Latin dude had the audacity to ask somebody for 500 bones to teach what he know.
Now, I don't know, like from the beginning, like when they first posted something to buy, would they have gotten some reaction? Like, I don't know, like cuz somebody in the comments was like the big players don't even see those comments. Kevin was like, "Yeah, like once you're so big, like you don't even see those comments." So like if say your friend just didn't see any of those comments and just kept going as opposed to, and unfortunately like we see it because we should be looking at our
I
comments.
mean, he has 200,000. And
You
so
know.
just to show you how good a guy he is, he has 200,000
Yeah.
subs and he still saw those comments
Mhm.
because he's still checking, because he still cares. The people that are out here swinging around trying to stick a leg out for the guys that are up into like the 2 millions or whatever, you're right. They don't see, their team sees those comments. And so here's a prime example. I was in Japan and then I noticed Pat was in Japan. And I made the comment on the Deep Pocket Monster channel. And I was like, wait, that's stupid because Pat's never going to see this. So I just sent him a regular message. Oh, yo, P Flyer, I'm here too. If you need anything, because I know it's only the second trip. And like me, I know Japan. I got connections everywhere. I can have people come and like, follow him around and make sure nobody says a thing. So I just like, I hit him on the private channel and then be like, yo, P, like if you need anything, you and the fam, I'm here. Like I'm on the opposite side of the country right now, but whatever you need, I'm around if you need something. Because my first comment was, hey, I'm here too, so let me know if you need anything. And I realized, like, it's on Deep Pocket Monsters, yo. There's 15 million people see that channel. He's not going to see that. So I got to, email him directly and be like, ding, I'm here if you need it. Simple as pie. And it's one of those things where, again, like Kevin said, you're right. Like, most of the people, when you got a big channel, you're not even going to see that. Your team might see it, and your team doesn't know necessarily that you know that person. You know what I'm saying? I do believe everybody on Pat's team knows me, so they might have told him. But, he might have had a new intern. He might have a new person working for him that doesn't know that, I actually know him personally. You know what I mean? That, we produce a show for him. So, yeah, Kevin's right. I hate to say that. I don't know why I gotta say Kevin's right. That makes make
He's
my stomach
right.
make my stomach hurt. Hey Kevin, how you doing, fam? Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
why. I don't
So
know
like
why I
okay.
wanted to talk to you about it because it drove me crazy. And like you're good at helping me come off the fence when I be getting mad about these things. That one legit. It held my anger for like 10, 15 minutes, and that's my max, right? I don't be mad about nothing for more than 10, 15 minutes. But that one, maybe because I was stuck in a tube and I have nowhere to go. I was at 30,000 feet, and the
Yeah.
person behind me kept kicking my chair. but I was just like, yo, that pissed me off to like no
But
extent.
it's like cuz you're one of those people that want to see your people win. Like you just want to see people win. And he made a move, a bold move cuz we already know like it is hard to cross the line when you haven't been charging to say, now I'm going to charge this. You've made a price for it. You put all this work into it. And it's like a little kid who's like, look, mommy, I made this thing for you. And they're like, what is this trash? Right? Like, why would you give this to me? Feed it to me. I don't know. Like, not that little kid's gonna necessarily charge you, but like, I don't know. You see little kids with their lemonade stand. I always try to go get
Yo,
them. And
I
like the
think
little
that's
girls,
the
my lemonade
bomb.
stand next door, they doubled their price this year. And I was like, oh. $5 for the lemonade. I will get one
But
for your
it's cute. They're smart enough to
Crystal
double
Light.
up. They got tariffs on them lemons
Yeah,
now.
I'm saying,
them,
right?
them
I was
lemons was
like,
grown in Florida, not California. Hey,
I was
wait.
like, bless
But I got to tell you
you,
something
baby.
hilarious now. So I'm going to tell you what my comment is. When I answered to Steven's comment, and this is 100% me, okay? So it's kind of hilarious. So hold your socks, people. I said, Steven, I will pay you 500 to write each of them a note to tell them to fuck off. You're one of the most giving creators out there, and some people think what we do is easy, but they ain't creating jack. Those people are not your people. That was my answer to Steven. And I was legit.
Oh.
I was legit. I was going to pay him $500 to rate each one of them people to tell them to fuck off. Like an actual note.
I said we just go in there and start
Fuck
fighting them.
off.
Is the comment still up? Like, where are they?
He took the video down, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh. And then, like, so he posted, so I just went up to his page. He looks very sweet. And he said 2 months ago he doesn't have a job anymore, thanks to you, right? I guess because he was able to go freelance, but
Full time,
like he's trying to work.
yeah. Yeah. The man is putting out good stuff. Like, it was just super unfair, bro. It was super
His stuff
unfair.
looks great.
And I just feel like, I don't know, bro.
You tell him the next time that comes up,
Yeah, just
don't
let us
take it
know.
down.
Yeah.
Just call us to the comments. Just summon us.
It's like
Just
the
summon.
bat flag.
Send up the bat signal
Yo.
and be like, ready.
Eh.
Because you can do video comment responses to anybody's comment on any video. It
Yes.
doesn't have to
See,
be
I
your
wish I
video.
had saw
So
it because I would have made that video 100%, bro. I would have made that video. Anyway, it was just a thing. I just wanted to get that. I wanted to talk about it because I think, this is something that a lot of our people aren't at that point yet, or maybe they are, and it will come up. Like, even, just trying to put out something that you put out, like Gretchen just put all her photos together. She's got her book together. When she's ready to publish her book, if some dummy comes out to her and be like, "Oh, why you charging for this book?" Yo, listen, let me explain something to you.
yes.
I'm like, bruh, like, come on. I don't know. I don't know why that
Yeah.
one.
I just hope you guys
got me.
you guys just hear it. Just hear it and hear us now, because it'll come up when you do start trying to sell. Like, just somebody's gonna say something sideways to you. Just don't let it hit you. Just summon us, and we will set you right. And if the mood is right, we might set them right.
Yeah.
We might ignore them, but we might just set them right.
I just want to
Because
say
this is not okay.
to the SRs out there, anybody who wants to be like Steven Robles, or hey, you deserve to charge whatever you want to charge, right? If Louis Vuitton can charge 20 grand for a bag made out of canvas, not even leather, you could charge whatever you want to charge. And anybody that has anything crazy to say, they're probably not your people. They wasn't going to buy from you regardless of the price. And yeah, don't keep giving it to the people who just only take. Lemuel had a saying a long time ago, and it stuck with me for quite a while. And because people coming at me for a long time, it's like, yo, you should charge for this, you should charge for that. I was like, no, I'm going to give it all away. I'm going to give it all away. I'm going to give it all away. And then Lemuel said, a lemon tree is not afraid to give the lemons because they know that the seeds eventually hit the ground and the birds pick up the seeds and take them somewhere else and then grow more trees. And I agree with that. I agree with that to a very much sense. Like, yeah, I don't mind giving it all away. And he said he's going to continue to give it away. But the cohort part is different. It isn't just the information. It's the hands-on. And somebody sitting there stopping what they're doing and giving you the hands, like connection to make sure it all happens. And so to Kevin's question, what do you feel about the philosophy of the free value jab, 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 right hook? That's what I do, 100%. Like, and I even say it when it comes to the posting philosophy of 911. I will give you 9 posts that are just free value, full value packed, whatever. And then I'll do one just for the absolute F of it would ever feel like it, and then one that's just for me. And I kind of stick to that relatively close. Um, and yeah, I think it's fine. I really do think it's fine, and I think that is kind of the right way. And he did that already. He has given out. If I do a search on his channel, and I look at how many free videos he's made about shortcuts, I swear he's made one a week for at least the past 2 years that I know of. Um, I'm sure I can figure out of 766 videos, there's well more than 100 of them about shortcuts. So he'd already covered that. It's just, people are just out here tripping. And again, they'll be with their Timberlands, they'll be with some name brand thing in something that they're into. Like, they'll go and get
Paying for every streaming service.
100%. Right, there you go. They got the Netflix and the Disney. Playing no damn kids, and they got Disney Plus. I got no kids. I got Disney Plus.
That's where Star Wars is.
Well, it was for the Marvel, but then they added Star Wars. So yeah,
Oh,
100%.
yes.
But yeah, it's just like, I don't know, man. This is the year where, like, hey, folks, y'all gonna see me with my hand out. I ain't bullshitting. And you either bought it or you don't. And the first person that tell me that I'm money grabbing, yo,
You go
I
grab
might
something else.
actually put hands on. Because I've been giving this shit away for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
But I have some things that
Yeah,
I
and
want to
like,
do, that I need to do, that require some fundage. So I'm making some adjustments. And yeah, there will be some fees. And you either can't, if you
right.
can't afford it, you can't afford it. Just let me know. I can't afford that, but I really want to know. You know me. I'm probably going to take care of you. But for the people that can't afford it, and that's the other thing, if this will really piss me off, like, I'm gonna just go ahead and explain it before it happens. I'm gonna preempt this fucking thought now. If you can afford to pay for it, let's just say, and I say this person can't afford to pay for it, but I'm gonna give it to them. And you come to me, well, why did they get it for free and I have to pay for it? I will punch you in the fucking gonads that you never have to worry about getting a vasectomy. Because that would be my decision.
Yes.
Okay? You're not a victim, and you'd be an asshole if you can afford to pay for it and you didn't. But when someone says to you, I'm going to buy this person dinner because they can't afford it and they need to eat, and you can technically afford to buy dinner for all the rest of us, and you're going to bitch because I give that person a free one, I will legit hit you. Because I hate that mentality. Oh, why did they get to go to college for free? I had to pay to go to college. Because you could afford to pay to go to college. Bitch. I'd be mad about that one. That one kills me,
Yeah.
bro. Rich people talking about how come the poor people get free cheese. Stupid.
Share some of your cheese. I don't know.
I'm saying.
All right, what do you got going on the rest of the day?
Go get some free cheese.
Go get some cheese.
No, I'm trying to get my brain back into the game. I have a bunch of stuff I need to work on. I gotta sort through an assload of B-roll. I'm trying to solve a problem with my Mylio photo library. One of my vaults is tripping, so I gotta fix that before I add all of the footage that I'm adding. But I mean, it should be an easy fix. I got a new drive.
And you're doing the travel channel?
Yeah, I need to put together my first couple of videos for that. I was way more gung ho about it, and then honestly, when I got in country, hey, no, see, we got a lot of cheese. Oh, that's super funny. Yes, we got a lot of cheese. When I was there in country and I had the whole fam and we're like, Swiss Cheese Family Robinson, and we're like 8 deep and we're doing everything, and I'm kind of the translator. I was like, yo, I can't stop and work on this right now. But I did collect a lot of footage, and I do want to go through that footage. I had a lot of fun taking Emma on photo walks and like watching her get her little, she got a little 6400 out. She's taking photos, enjoying herself. And
All I can say, I'm really proud of you for taking the intentional move to actually just hang with your family. Because I know you really wanted to do your every day, but this is valuable time, right? And we do have to have things for ourselves. Just the same way like you could charge for stuff, you can have time for yourself. We can live outside of the offering to the internet,
True.
you know?
True. Even
As
most of
is
the
it?
stuff that I posted from there, like on just the standard social post, it wasn't even a portion of what I caught. I didn't feel the need to post for the gram. I was
Mhm.
posting for my other Japan fans, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
there wasn't any real like intentional post for the gram. And like I thought about it, me and Rob were hanging out, and when me and Rob ran into each other, like the fam was shopping. So me and Rob was on bag duty, where we got to sit there with all the bags on our feet and watch the bags.
You just happened to see each other or it was planned?
100%. We didn't even plan it. Yo, that part was bananas.
Wow.
We didn't even plan it. Me and Rob, I told Rob before we left, hey, we're gonna catch each other in Japan. Maybe we'll get to go have coffee or do something like that. And then we got busy, and I didn't text Rob. He didn't text me, but we still bumped into each other. We bumped into each other in Onitsuka Tiger. And his kids was going crazy looking at kicks. Emma, my default kid, is going crazy looking at kicks. Karen is looking at kicks. Mom's Nana, everybody looking at kicks. Me and Rob's down there standing there looking at all of the shoes and all of the bags and all the stuff that we had bought from the other stores. So we were just kind of like standing there watching the bags. And I was like,
Yeah.
yo,
Baghdad's.
could have made, that's exactly what he called it, right? I could have made a video then, with me and Rob, but I was like, yo, I'm hanging out with my boy. We were just talking smack, just
Yeah.
hanging out and, getting to know everyone. And, his wife and kids are just lovely. And we had just had a good time, So we were standing there like this big, gigantic ass, pre-extended Filipino family, hanging out in the middle of Onitsuka Tiger, comparing shoes, and then them trying to convince us to get shoes. And I was just like, yeah, I didn't even feel the need. So I did post a picture, of just me and Rob was there, but like I didn't feel the need to shoot the video at the time. I thought about it for a split second, and I was like, no, we don't got to work. We're off. We're just going to be us.
Yeah. Just be off. And then you kind of get to know people a little bit differently too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. I mean, Rob and I are tight, so
it
I
is a
kind of know
different
him like
version.
that already. But yeah, it was just I don't know. You're right. Like, it felt weird sitting at 419, bro. It's like you only got to do one more. But I'm like,
But
this
today you
could
could.
be the last trip I get to take with Bob's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that is important. You spend time
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
It was like on the Hawaii trip, I was like taking content. Like, is it for anything? I don't know. I just wanted to play with my cameras underwater. I just wanted to like get a neat shot, with my 360. Like, am I going to do it? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But that was not the intent of the trip. The trip. I think if you saw me post anything on Instagram, it was because I was buzzed. I was margarita deep, maybe two.
Well, even
If
then,
you saw something,
so like I'm like, oh, Marilyn's gonna come. Like we can go to the studio. We're gonna go make some stuff or whatever. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna leave her alone. She on vacay. She said I needed a break,
yeah,
so she needed a break. And I'm just sitting here going, oh, I wonder what they're doing. Should I call them? Should I bother them? No. I just waited till I had a dinner plan. We went to dinner, and then the dinner was across the street. Cause when I be telling y'all this shit's across the street from my house, I'm not lying. Like everything is in my
it really
neighborhood.
was.
Y'all be thinking like, how is everything across the street? Bitch, it is. I live in a convenient neighborhood. That's why I live here. Okay, I pay
Yeah.
extra for that. Like I could get to Waikiki in minutes, provided the idiots in the Kias are not driving in front of me. But, so after we dinner, like we came back to the studio, and Karen and Will was talking about her eBay business, and Mary Lou and I just came and shot a video real quick, just clowning in my studio.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because it was fun and it was easy.
It
It
was
was like not
easy.
even like
yeah,
we're going to plan to do a video. It was like if it happened, great. If it didn't, okay, whatever, But I was so cool. It was so neat to see your office, and it was so neat to meet Karen. You guys, Karen is real.
stupid.
She's real, and that is my best friend.
Hey, listen, and the way that people
She doesn't know it, but she's my best friend.
the way that people don't know when I tell you, like, oh, you have this fancy studio, bitch, my studio, yo, if I fart in the studio, it's in here for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
This joint is small. I can scratch the walls. I stick my hands out and scratch everything.
And it's in the basement.
It's in the basement, not a window to be seen.
I was like, how do you get internet down here? What is happening?
Yes. So all of the people with your dumbass excuses, you wonder why he has no time for your excuses? Come see my office. You'll explain it.
Because he has no space.
I got
There's no
none.
space to hold any more. No,
None.
nothing.
This chair, if I roll this chair back, I be done bump my head against something. But yet I get it done. So I'm like, I
We
really
like barely got both of us sitting in
listen.
there.
I don't have time for people's weird ass excuses because they can't be made. They're mostly excuses. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just trying to tell you your excuses. Okay, it's valid. Now what? Right? Your excuse is valid. Now what? What you finna do about it?
Uh-huh.
That's
And what?
I will stick to that gun. I will stick to that gun like
Yeah.
nobody's business. So like
Uh,
everybody got an opportunity out here to do what you need to do. I want to see everybody get it done. I want to see everybody succeed. We're on a mission, so I'm just asking you to come with.
yep.
You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna beg you. I'm gonna ask you.
It's fine. They can watch from the sidelines. The thing is, like, everybody's welcome playing the game. But if you just sit on the sidelines, we'll wave from you. We'll wave to you from the field. That's fine.
I got my predictions of
But
who the winners are gonna be this season. I want somebody
okay,
to
who it
prove me
is?
wrong.
Let's go.
I think the big winners in our crew this season are going to be between Matt, Generator Podcast, and Marianne MC because they started the momentum early. They got a head start.
Yeah.
When we said in November, stop tripping, start doing it now so that you're good to go,
And they're doing it.
they already started. They're on the move, right? I think the award winner for most improved in a single year will be AT and Paul. They're gonna have to fight over that one.
You can break it in half, like
Paul
Mean Girl
came
style.
late. Paul came late, but Paul stuck his leg out and tried to trip her. She's short. She ain't got that far to fall to the ground. She popped right back up and keep going. So Paul, you 6'7", like she is 4 something. And she ain't got that far to fall.
6'7".
She just got back up and kept going. But Paul tried to sneak in. And I think that, wait, I had to check AT's face. She's probably making evil faces right now. I think that Paul did his first, was it 28 days of playing the piano? And he already knocked it out. And I'm like, okay,
Yes.
okay. Because so I was clowning yesterday. I was like, hey, you learned how to play Chopin Opus 9 yet? And Paul was like, no, but that'll be next week. And then he went to look at the lesson. Okay, that'll be next week. But that's one of my favorite piano pieces. It's just good. I used to sleep to the nocturnes. Nocturnes. If you're into classical music, nocturnes is piece. It's really good. But I do
I
believe
didn't specify what year the next week was going to be it.
Yo, but for real though, like I do believe that, because of their momentum, AT and Paul have a chance to be, most improved coming up for 2026. They're finding their spot, they're finding their groove. Matt Cheat, he got a nice ass studio, so I'm gonna tell him he's good to go. And he stole my curry fries.
Well, and
that
then he
bitch.
was at camp and just like I could see the wheels turning at camp. Like with Matt was like, wait, what? We could just do it? We could just do it? Let's do it. Let's do it.
That's it.
Like
That's it. I
it
feel
was
like
there.
camp in a way to Matt was like, you mean I could just do it? Right? Because being a professional creator, like a photographer, we as pros, we do overthink things. And everybody thinks it's only the newbies that overthink things. No, the pros overthink things too. And so realizing that the creator space allows you to let some of that pro stuff back. And it's funny because Mary Lou says this to you guys all the time. Y'all be hard-headed. Her Hollywood friends want to be us. And we trying to be the Hollywood friends. And I'm telling you, family, the spot is the gray. If the beginner is white and the pro is black, the spot for creator space is gray. You don't have to be broadcast and you don't have to be rookie. Learn to live in the gray, Christian, minus the whips and chains. Well, do what you want, but hey.
No shame, right? So but like that's with the Good Morning Mary Lou project, right? I can produce a show. I could make it broadcast ready. But did it need to be? Not yet. Right? And thinking about the gray area of because we're a community, because we've been growing together, because we talk about, failing out loud and building in public and all of these things. It's like, oh, well, like, it's not good for me to deny this opportunity to the community to like help me build this, to help me fine tune this, because I know that this is something that like I'm going to be proud of, and I want it to be something that the group is proud of too, to show like it can be done. It can be done, right? Like I have a format. There's a format. I have like the whole thing is built, but I told myself, no, you keep that in the notebook for now. Let's do one little piece at a time. Let's do a little bit at a time, you know? And like what this show is going to be in 6 months will be completely different. Or it won't, if this really works. If this is all it needs to be. It's me sitting here and we're spitballing and trying not to spoil shows, right? But be bold enough to do the thing and let people see if it's a mess or if it's not a mess. I said yesterday was 8 a.m. Today I was like, I'm going to do it at 7 a.m. I turned off my alarm inadvertently, and then I shot up and it was 7:01. I walked straight to the desk.
Damn.
Press go live. And I was like, hello. Good morning, internet.
I like it. I like it. It's like, good morning, Vietnam. Just good morning, internet. Good morning, Mary Lou. Just an excellent show title. Anyway, fam, I'm excited that we're running into this. Everybody keep going. And if you feel called out because I picked on Matt and Marianne and Paul and AT, well, then prove me wrong. Beat them.
Gap.
Beat them.
You do not have to think about it for 6 months.
Yeah.
Or more.
Just
you know?
Press go. ICBD, it can be done.
It can be done. It can be done. And like, you know, like we talk about my like, you know, the Hollywood friends, and I feel like they want to be us, but then they're upset. Like the same thing of like, oh, cash grab. They're a little bit upset. They're like, because I was told it was going to be hard. It was supposed to be hard, and not everybody could do it. And we're out here being like, no, everybody can't do it. Will everybody do it? No.
No. But I think a lot of them be mad that there's cats out here with no training that are kicking their butt. Mm-hmm. And the ones that are kicking their butt are the ones who just pop up a phone and go. They're like, yo, yes. I spent 40 grand and some student loans in film school. I spent 40 grand on the camera. I spent 400 grand on Zemeckis Film School. And these kids are busting my ass with an iPhone? Yep.
Yeah.
Get your iPhone
so
out. You still make work with the other stuff, but get your
just
iPhone
use
out.
that.
Get your iPhone out. Go to work.
Yeah. Right. So like this morning, so there's a concept I have that I want to start at the desk, and then I want like little chit chat, little like eye mask, and then I want to switch to a camera in the kitchen where we make coffee. We get Gizmo her breakfast. We chit chat, right? I have these big ideas, and it's like, yeah, I have the tools to do it, but if those do not connect easy, believe me, I'm gonna switch to the phone, and we're just gonna carry the phone around the house.
Yep, so much simpler. So much simpler.
Like it's fun. Like it's fun for us. Like we like to play with our toys. Like the puzzle of like this, like getting this be able to get the Stranger Things onto my TV when there was no internet. It was like frustrating, but like I was eating up the puzzle. I was like, do I have the pieces in my office to make this happen? And then I will feel like I won. So like it is good for us to do those puzzles if I can figure it out. But like if it's not going to stop the production. I won't just not do it because I can't figure out how to switch a camera to the kitchen across the apartment.
Yeah.
Like I already like the solution's there. I just need to do some tests. But you know, the Osmo Pocket 3, you live stream from there. It looks excellent.
Honestly, the smartest thing to do would be to put the phone in there and call yourself on Zoom when you start, and then when you walk in there, just switch to the Zoom scene. So you call your own you self in Zoom as a guest with the phone in the opposite room.
Yeah, and that's
the easiest way.
That is a version. Camo camera is what I've tested recently with doing the wireless on there, but the ObSpot tail air.
Hey, you know what you just said about the camo camera? If you get the thing that I showed you earlier, and you
Mhm.
find a way to hardwire it from your living room,
Mhm.
it will be
Then it's
flawless over camera because
it'll
it's
be
not wireless. It'll be flawless because it'll be
yes.
hardwired, and you can legit just put it there,
Yes.
right? So
And
whether
just
you
call
do
it
it
a
with Zoom
day.
or Camera or any of the other ones, if you hardwire the phone,
Mhm.
buy that little $16 thing I sent you, and then plug
Yeah.
that sucker in, bro, you're gravy. You're absolute gravy.
Yes.
It just come in.
Yeah.
It'll be real funny is you know how like Jimmy Fallon and Kimmel, all of them, they got the band. You got Will in the corner. Like
Yes.
there's the
Like
band. It's the morning show band. It's just Will and the
or it's the
cats.
cats just
And the
sitting
cat sitting on top of the
on the
things.
drums.
That'd be super, super
Yeah.
funny. Be like, here's my band. And just the
Yeah.
days that
There's
he's
like a
practicing. It doesn't have to be there every day. Whatever days he's practicing, he was like, hey, look, here comes the morning show band. It's Will Danger.
well, he's not practicing at 7 a.m. But is like there's things I can do like we did with the Pokemon project, right?
Yep.
Where it was like looks like it's cut to live, but record a segment.
Yeah.
Like there's so many ways to do this. And part of it for me, like I want this challenge because this is my game. Some of y'all choose these challenges so you don't do it. Let that land on you. You make it hard so you can't.
Oh, she up here
I'm
telling
making
the
it hard because I
truth.
can, and I will like have fun doing it because I'm also very practiced in like, I don't know, if it breaks, it breaks.
Yeah, for real. If it breaks, it breaks. Yo.
And then we just figure out another way, or I'll see you tomorrow. But yeah, thank you for checking it out. And anybody else who like doesn't know what I'm talking about, I'm doing a morning show right now, 4 days a week, 7 a.m. Pacific time on my YouTube channel. Just working out this concept. So come and hang out with me.
And I want to remind everyone here to just follow this lead. Everyone here has permission to go live at least twice a week with no other reason than just to go live.
Yep.
Because right now,
Can just
people are
be-
looking for folks. So you don't have to have anything. Yes, we talked about the podcast this morning, about having a show structure, whatever. But just put it on the camera and be live while you're doing. Aubrey is inking her fountain pens or cleaning fountain pens or doing whatever. Like, if you, listen, Aubrey, lean into the damn camera. I can see you. Lean into the camera. You little short, bald-headed. If you ink another fountain pen without doing it live, I will come to Georgia and box your ears. Okay? If you're going to ink a pen, put the camera on. When you clean your pen, put the camera on. When you start grinding nibs, put the camera on. Just be live. Don't say nothing. Play music. Just grind the freaking nibs. All of your pen maintenance, it needs to be live. And if you don't feel like setting up the whole studio, take this and go like this and then press live. I work at Ecamm. I'm going to tell you, don't even turn Ecamm on. Just take the damn phone and press live. Put your hands in front of it and do all of your pen shit. And watch what happens to your channel. If just doing the things that you have to do and you do it live, watch what happens. Prove me wrong. I did it, Doc. It didn't work. Because that's not going to happen.
It worked for me. That was like that whole year when I was like, I'm going to figure out audio. I just needed to do that at that time. And we messed up everything. We broke everything.
And she broke a Sony camera.
Yes, we did it. Ooh.
But just put it on, like legit. Like, do not ink another freaking pen. Do not change nibs. Do not change cartridges. Do not test paper. Don't do none of that without doing it with the camera on. Not a stitch. And like, if worst thing scenario, go to Amazon and get yourself a $20 Ulanzi phone tripod and just do it with your phone. And like, you don't even have to say anything. You just got to be doing it because there's enough people. I was in the stores when people were lined up to get the special edition, and I picked up the Etoya Lamy Copper collab. It's not even something that's in my wheelhouse, but I was smart enough to get it. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying, like that's the kind of thing where I saw people like lining up to buy it and sold out in minutes. So I know there are people out here. Just get it. Just get it, dog. Just get it. Here, I'm going to show Aubrey real quick. Where the heck did it go? Look, I bought this. And it's just for the stupid copper like cap. That's all it is. But I still bought it because I was smart enough to know that people are going to be like, ooh, I want that. Because they can't get it because you got to go to Japan to get it. I'm not going to use a pink fountain pen. Pink fountain
Why
pen.
not?
Oh,
Yes.
but I got it anyway because I knew. So again, me taking it out of the box, I would do it live. Like that's it, exactly. And if you don't want people to see what you're writing in your planner MC, then just make the camera not focus on that. But they can still see what you're doing, and you just got the music.
Put something in like front,
Yeah,
right? You put something like here, and then you're writing in the background.
yeah, that's it. But you're just there. You're a human doing something while everybody else is BSing. I mean, dude, you could point a camera at a
Yes.
flickering freaking candle and be in the background cleaning your house. And I swear to you, people will watch that shit. It's crazy.
You know what I would love is people to get you get a group together and you guys do a live stream
Chain.
chain. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's like whoever's starting at the 12 o'clock hour, and then someone's at the 1 o'clock hour and the 2 o'clock hour, like programming, and then you send to each other's stuff.
All right, tell me what day we're doing this.
Mhm.
We're doing the Le Mans. We're doing the 24-hour of Le Mans stream.
What's that? I've never heard of that word.
That's because you don't drive cars. 24-hour Le Mans. You have you have a car. You actually have a couple cars, and you have like 2 drivers, and each driver drives for 6 hours. Then you switch. Then you drive again. You switch. You drive again. You switch. You drive. And you finish 24 hours. And it's not even just about a race about places. It's a race about time. When you go past the first line, the clock starts, and when you pass the finish line, the clock stops, and whoever has the fastest time basically wins the 24 hours at Le Mans. But the race just goes on, and it's an endurance race. So we'll do it.
It's like
similar to
Relay
that.
for Life.
Yeah, it's like Relay for Life, right? Or like Paul used to do the bike
Yeah.
ride one, the 100 miles an hour. So let's just
Mhm.
pick a day. We're gonna call it that day,
All right.
and we're gonna stream.
And we could cover all the hours because Marianne's like,
Yep, she's in
across the
Australia.
planet.
So we just do them like.
She's like, I call this out.
So we'll put
So
it.
she
We'll
just
put a
have to
sheet
stay
up, and then you schedule your stream, and you say what block you're gonna cover, and we're just gonna go until we have all 24 hours covered, and then we're gonna call it a day. So let's pick a day, and call it that.
Yes. We'll pick a day. All right, cool.
All right. So next week we'll come up with a
Let's
day.
Yes, so we'd be like Craters Unstuck will be like Unstuckathon.
Yeah, we're gonna stream, and then we're gonna. No, we don't need a pit crew. You better bring your ass up here and stream, Matt. Don't make me come over there.
Yes,
I
you
just
need to
gave you
just
props,
stream.
and then you're gonna be like, "Oh, can I hide in the background?" Hell no. You got to be on camera too, right? So that
Pit
means you got to sit
crew.
there and generate your podcast. You got to cover
Like
the main time zone.
right. So we can so if we do it on a Tuesday, right? Like I have my morning stream, then
Go to
Aubrey is right. It's like it almost happened today
yep,
because Aubrey was right after, and then it was Flow,
yep,
and then it was Unstuck,
yep.
and then
Somebody just
somebody
got to
fills
jump
in the
in right after.
lunchtime,
Yep,
and then it's Paul Duncan,
yep.
right? And then
It's
we
going
have
on.
like a Tuesday we can cover a lot.
There you go.
So we'll
Bingo.
set it up.
We're gonna set it up.
It's gonna happen.
We're gonna make it a thing. We're gonna make it a thing.
Yes.
We're filling some
Just know,
blocks.
get ready. Unclench your buttholes and get your mind right.
All right, time to get to work.
Everybody's like, "Ugh."
Oh, yep, they got scared. All of a sudden, they got scared. Everybody was all happy. Then Mary Lou just scared them. All right, gang, we got to get work to do. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for sliding through. Thanks, Lou, for catching up. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for what's going on. So it's good to be back to work. I need to
Yes.
get my congestion to go out of the way because it's killing me. I can't breathe.
Go get some Tiger Balm,
Oh, yeah, there you go.
some Vicks.
Hey, you know what? Luis in the chat the other day, I had put on the Bebop-a-doo. I put it on the chest, and I was like, just put the face in the T-shirt.
Ah.
And I was like,
Oof.
and then I was like, oh, Karen, you should try this. She goes, what? I was like, you need the Bebop-a-doo.
Listen.
Like, this joint cure cancer in the Puerto Rican house. And so me and Karen, the whole bedroom smelled like Vicks Vapor Rub. I'm like, damn, we old.
Oh, yes.
When your bedroom smell
But
like
it's
this
good
Vapor
though.
Rub, we old. I got lavender version though. You can buy lavender Vicks Vapor Rub. It smells really good. Anyway, fam, I appreciate you guys, and you know we're so happy to be able to do this. And where the heck did my mouse go? There you go. Let me press this button.
You have been unstuck with creators Unstuck, Doc Rock, and Mary Lou Mandel.
Rock on. See you.